Hello, everyone. I hope that you're all doing well. I'm so excited that I'm here with you today. And as the weekend is approaching, I hope that you all have something planned for the weekend, something fun with your family, your loved ones, your friends. Enjoy your weekend. Today, we're going to talk about the Ukraine war. So I'm going to start. Will there be a winner? And who are mostly the primary victims of any conflict? In any war, no one really is a winner, in my humble opinion, because the effects on our societies is detrimental, and children are mostly the primary victims. I want you to think of me, with me. What kind of society are we expecting in the future? We talk about tolerance, diversity, and hot topics about humanity and equality. But what do we really see happening on the ground? Is it any close? Because what we preach in the media is not really close to the reality and what people are experiencing in real life. According to the UNHCR, children below 18 years constituted 50% of the refugee population in just 2013, probably the highest figure in a decade. And now that we are in 2022, more wars coming up like that in Ukraine. More than 2 million children have already fled Ukraine from the country's existing 7.5 million children who are under risk and direct threat. What does that tell us? It means that 50% will definitely increase to include more than half of our population's children who will suffer the consequences of war and the aftermath. We all know that children need all our care and attention to grow in a healthy environment, and in times of war, when parents, caregivers, or orphanage staff are endangered, lost, or occupied in trying to survive and seek all the protection they need to be alive, children might lose that adult protection, and in most times, they can become unaccompanied children, as they are known in refugee situations. What do children lose in wars? Their life, as we have seen previously for the past years, as we have seen in the history of the world, death caused by weapons, health hazards, or even by dangerous transportation on rail or by the sea. I know that you all saw the war in Syria and how many children died and the tragic stories of death and sorrow. I don't know about you, but I still remember that image of that child with the red shirt who drowned in the sea and was left on the shores. That image still haunts me and still breaks my heart until this day. In Ukraine, we hear daily news of trauma and death. The 10-year-old girl, Polina, who was reportedly shot dead while trying to flee the capital in a car with her family. And she is just one of thousands of children who are suffering in Ukraine. Talking about injury, disabilities, and more that are happening daily. Children account for the majority of these civilian casualties. And they don't mostly die from the weapons themselves, but actually from preventable diseases that aren't prevented or treated because of the health systems and infrastructures that have been destroyed, or because of the scarcity of nutrition, water, safety, sanitation, and housing. Those children and adults who manage to survive lose the